Peace, love, and light, tribe. What's going on? It is your girl, Crystal, the Raw Spiritual Guru, coming through. Make sure you like, share, and follow for more. Join the tribe and subscribe today. It is New Year's Eve. 2025 is tomorrow, and I wanted to come through with some 2025 predictions. All right, y'all. So I had a flood of predictions coming through, and I had to write them down because I just didn't want to sound like a mad woman saying these predictions to y'all. Okay, so I had to be a little bit more clear cut with my predictions. Okay, so 2025 is the cycle of nine. We're going to be in the number nine, completions. A lot of things are going to be coming to light because a lot of chapters need to be closed. Okay, so with that being said, let me get into my prophecies. So my prediction prophecies that I seen for 2025 when I went into trance is I seen a lot of different weather events. Okay, so it's going to be different type of weather crisis, but emphasis on submerge and water. So I seen a submerge of a town underwater. So it was a lot of water towering towns, similar to like a tsunami. It didn't show me if it was a tsunami that hit the town or not, but these towns are going to be underwater. They're going to be submerged in water, okay? And I heard to the east, okay? So it didn't give me a clear cut destination as to where this is going to be. All right. So my ear was ringing a bit, okay? So it didn't give me a clear cut destination as to what is that? I like it's crazy. My apologies, y'all. Like so I just heard rumbling. So it didn't give me like a clear cut destination as to where it's going to be, but it just said to the east. So it could be in the east of the states, um, east side, east coast of the states. It could be in the east of the lands, like towards like the different countries, east of the map. But it just said towards the east is going to be cities that might be submerged in water in 2025. Emphasis on strong weather events, chaotic weather events, intensified weather events. So when I say emphasis on it, not only submersion of water, but different fires popping up. So these fires could be due to weather. They could be due to, like excessive heat, triggering like wildfires, but it's just gonna be fires popping up. Like I said, it wasn't really emphasis. It just said random fires are going to be popping up, and it's going to be heavy and chaotic weather events. So it's going to be more tornadoes, more earthquakes, more tsunamis, right? So if you get any of these warnings, treat them like it is a high emergency. Do not play with Mother Earth in 2025, okay? All right, y'all. So I also heard it could be an issue with traveling. So it could be an issue with traveling. Traveling may become more unsafe, okay? So traveling could become more unsafe. Emphasis on planes as well. So it could be a lot more different turmoil when it comes to airplanes. So crashes, stagnations, longer delays. There's going to be an issue when it comes to flying. So you need to be careful. But flying or airplanes is not the only issue. It's just going to be an issue when it comes to traveling. If you are a solo traveler, be more cautious with your travels. Be careful where you travel to. Make sure you research the places you go. 2025 is going to be a whole new arena. We have entered the Hunger Games, okay? So please be careful when you travel, especially if you're a solo traveler. But if you are traveling outside the country, research to see what's currently going on in the place that you're about to go to, okay? Because I'm getting like it's going to be really is going to be a bit unsafe because crime is rising all over in 2025 as well. So it might be a bit unsafe for you to travel, but be cautious with like vehicles as well, planes, buses, cars, trains, like all of those, the traveling tools. Just take more caution, take more heed with those, okay? Because traveling could become a bit more unsafe. Surrounding as well as the vehicle itself, whether it could be an airplane, a boat, a car, or something that have four wheels or wheels, okay? So just take emphasis on that. So going back to traveling and increased crime, crime is going to be increased all over. I seen that it was going to be like a lot of different riots. There's going to be a lot of different it could be peaceful riots that turn into heightened riots, people in the street protesting, a lot of protesting. I seen that people are suffering. So a lot of people might turn to crime. So these people are naturally criminals, but their circumstances are making them criminals, i.e., they are going to turn to crime. So it could be robberies, it could be petty thefts, it could be um, carjackings, right? So it's going to be very important for you to watch yourself, watch your surroundings, um, maybe start going to the market and stuff in groups, because I am seeing robberies at supermarkets and people being followed. So I've seen people being followed and robberies. So you just need to make sure your surroundings are safe, and you might need to take different routes to go home. You don't want to continue taking the same type of route. You don't want to be followed, so just make sure you pay attention to the cars around you, because some people could be followed where they could attempt to rob you when you get to your destination. Okay, so you might want to change up your routine, okay, because I definitely show that it's a heavier energy when it comes to like the energy that a lot of people are exuding in 2025, especially the people that's deemed to be lower class, and it's more so because circumstances have changed in their lives, so they're in the survival mode. So you want to have a lot of people in survival mode, and I'm not getting only in the States, I'm getting all over. So if you're watching my video, all over, people are going to be in survival mode, and it's like going to be the Hunger Games, okay? They are trying to survive. So don't be looking like a meal ticket for someone to come to you, okay? Um, I'm going to talk more about that because it is going to be an overall crisis as well. So, with people being in survival mode, um, it's going to be a job exodus, okay? I saw closing signs on building and companies posting closing out of business signs. The layoffs are going to increase massively, and the homelessness is going to increase massively due to these layoffs, and people are not going to be able to find work. Okay, so it's going to get real for some people in 2025. So right now I'm hearing, if you got it, save. Do not spend extra if you don't have to spend extra. If you can save, save. Make sure you save enough if you need to pay your rent, if you need to have a certain bill or two on, but make sure you save enough to cover your expenses if you're able to, okay? Because I also seen the vision of the writing when the water dropped down to a certain level that says, if you see this, weep, and challenging times ahead. Okay, so it was like a warning that challenging times are going to be ahead if you see this week. Now people seen it, but they haven't put it into your mind. For some reason that populated in my visions when I was in trance. So if you see this, weep. So it's saying that challenging times are ahead, so prepare now if you're able to. Okay, because on top of the job exodus, I see the food crisis. With the food crisis, I kept seeing the vision of a child doing like this, right? And I think that's the sign language sign for eat. And people are going to have a hard time affording food, even the basic staples. And people are going to be left hungry, unable to eat, especially children. Okay, I did see that famine will break out in some places, and it's due to poor crops. Okay, the crops are not yielding, and people are going to have limited access, especially to the staple items. So staple items is like the beans, the rice, pasta. So if you have the ability to buy extra, buy extra. Buy it in bulk, especially if you could get it for a decent price now, because the prices is about to skyrocket. Okay, I didn't see a set number, I didn't see a percentage, but I seen a bag of pasta being unaffordable. And I'm talking about the dollar to $3 bag of pasta being unaffordable, unattainable. Okay, like you go to the store, you like, for this, I seen that. I didn't see a set price though, but um, within that, I also did see that some people are going to start the bartering system again, and I did see that some people was going to be utilizing silver to barter silver and gold, but I seen silver, really silver was the main of the vision, and that more people are going to start seeking precious metals in 2025 as well. Okay, um so with the bartering system, I also seen that it's going to be wars popping up. War on currency is going to be popping up in 2025. um it looks as though that the change of the currency is going to be gearing up. It's going to be a focus on the change of a currency in 2025. So it's going to be a lot of talk about the currency in 2025. Also, it's going to be small wars popping up more than it is going on currently. So, like I said, it's going to be a heightened heavy energy in 2025 as well. Um, So I'll talk about the media real quick. So I also heard that the ring of circle is closing. So it said that top stars are going to be exposed like Diddy was exposed, and there's going to be more arrests that's going to be made, and that Hollywood is crumbling. Um, that the media is going to be heavily regulated in 2025. It's going to be an event that's going to take place in 2025 that I saw. It looked like it was a spaceship coming out of the ocean, and then it was two other spaceships that followed. And the news is going to use this event to cause frantic and fear. And they're going to basically distract they're going to distract the people from what's really going on in the world with a lot of fake news and different media outlets. Okay, so it's going to be important for you to do your own research in 2025, because they are going to be having a lot of fake news. And I just heard fake, so a lot of things is going to be fake, so be careful for fake food too, because it could be a heightened food crisis. They may try to introduce items that is fake, lab made, so you don't have to quote unquote miss what you're not having. So be careful about fake food, because fake food is um, it'll do more damage to your system. Okay, so I also seen, ain't that crazy? I hope y'all don't see that. Like, it's I don't know if it's because how my phone is or whatever, and I keep pointing, but like it's like a glow. Don't judge me, y'all. I'm seeing a glow like right now. Um, I also see that it is going to be another Pum Pum attempt on number 47. Pum Pum. Um, Someone's going to try to attempt to Pum Pum number 47, and it's going to be near a body of water that this is going to happen. The outcome wasn't clear though. It didn't show me if what the outcome was going to be, if it was successful or not. But I did see another attempt of Pum Pumin of number 47. And I also seen that it's going to be an issue with the air. So remember, emphasis on weather, but the air is going to be a heavy, heavy issue. So I seen that um, because of the abuse that has been happening to Mother Earth and just trees being cut down and um, not replenished within the earth, that is giving the atmosphere for a lot of different diseases and viruses to breed in the atmosphere. So I also seen that it's going to be another um, worldwide concern when it comes to how can I say this? I'm trying to say it in between the lines. It's going to be another worldwide concern when it comes to uh, the pandemic. Okay. Um. So with this one, I'm showing that it's going to be an airborne illness. Okay. So I seen that it's going to be an airborne illness that is going to be attacking people's respiratory systems. Younger kids and older people for sure is the most vulnerable, but everyone is going to be affected by this because it's highly contagious. And um, within this vision, I was gagging, so it was hard for me to breathe. So I felt like it's going to be like gag. You might gag a lot. You might feel like it's hard for you to breathe, hard for you to swallow. Your throat might feel swollen, or like you really like hurt horribly. Your chest is congested and it's like lingering, right? And then I heard counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it said that it is going to be spread fast and it is going to be very contagious. So please practice cleanliness, like washing your hands, cleaning surfaces and things like that. But I heard because it's going to be airborne, even if you try to stay away from people, it can still get you. And I'm hearing that it's going to spread rapidly like wildfire. So uh, it don't matter where you're at, it's going to kind of like touch all places. I also heard that it could be an issue with contaminated water. So it could be some type of contamination or something within the water, the drinking water, the tap water. So you might want to use like a filtering system, a British system. Boil your water if you don't feel like it's safe. But I just getting like a high levels of contamination when it comes to water as well. Okay, so this is what I got for my visions for 2025. We're going to see what comes to light. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your home. Understand that this is just another cycle that we're going to go into. You are the power that you can be for your own life. What do that mean? That means that you have the power to be who it is that you need to be. You have the power to embrace the life that you want to embrace. It just starts with you. So ultimately, look within and make the changes that you need to make, especially when it comes to your health care, because you are going to have to be your own doctor pretty soon. It's going to be an attack on all jobs. All jobs. So if you haven't been to your doctor, dentist, eyes, vision, any type of doctor, go to them now because pretty soon they're going to be a luxury. A lot of things that we're accustomed to today is going to be a luxury. So learn how to be your own doctor, learn how to take care of your health. Start looking into herbs that's for your respiratory system and just have them on hand. Make sure you practice cleanliness. Buy extra soap. Make sure you have extra water aside, extra food, okay? Don't spend more than you have to spend, but enjoy 2025 because ultimately it's going to be another cycle for you to be better you and do better, regardless of any situation or circumstances that you might be in. I'm sending y'all all love and light, and may you get everything you truly deserve. Peace.